Good morning, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, listeners, learners, students, scholars, professionals and officials, most respected, honorable Prime Minister, Minister and doctors, most reverend fathers, I Dr. Rakesh from USA welcome all. Your presence is praiseworthy, admirable and appreciable. You are listening the word of science and spirituality for knowing the truth of life, how we can save the life of others by donating blood. Frequently asked questions: how much blood will I lose? Not enough for you to miss. Each full donation is 350 ml. Your body naturally replaces the lost fluid in a very short time. How will giving blood affect your health? Your donation will only be accepted if you are fit and well. Only about 5% of your blood volume is taken, and there is usually no weakness or other ill effects. The volume of liquid lost is replaced within 24 hours, and the blood cells will take a few weeks to replace themselves. What if I need blood? Or what if you need blood? If you need blood urgently, the hospital will provide it. Most hospitals like to replace blood given to patients by donations from relatives or friends of the patient. What if you need to take medication? Some medications or the medical conditions they are prescribed for, they mean that you cannot donate. Others may be perfectly all right. So, warning, never stop taking your medication just to donate blood. What can you do before and after giving blood? You should always drink lots of liquid before and after you donate, but not alcohol. Eat regular meals and let your blood center know if you have missed your normal meal or are on a diet. Can you smoke after giving blood? It is best that you do not smoke for 2 hours after donating, as this can cause dizziness or even make you faint. Can you bring a friend? Yes. Your friend may be interested when he or she sees how painless and simple it is to give blood. Can you go back to work on the same day? Yes, as long as you have the full rest and some refreshments before you leave the blood donation session. On rare occasions, people can faint sometime after donating blood. So if you are in an occupation where this could endanger yourself or others, you should not go on duty after giving blood that day. If you drive a lorry or train, for instance, or work for the emergency services, or your work involves heights, that is climbing ladders, you should not go back to work on the day that you donate blood. You should come and give blood at the end of your shift. A healthy habit. Donating blood from time to time has certain personal benefits. Each time you donate blood, a history is taken and you are given a limited physical examination. New health conditions such as high blood pressure, anemia, irregular heartbeat, etc. are sometimes found during this process. So early diagnosis and treatment of a new condition may result from donating blood regularly. 2 studies found that heart disease was less common in men and in post menopausal women who donate blood. More important, giving blood is a healthy habit because of the satisfaction you get from helping save lives. By the advertisements, sometimes you are given the knowledge of blood donation, how you can blood donate, why do you blood donate, when do you blood donate, where do you blood donate. So these questions are expressed and taught by the advertisers. These days are the days of advertisement. Come across advertisements daily, but the advertisement that has impressed me the most appears on TV. It is about the customer awareness titled Jago Grahak Jago. It is issued by the Government of India. In this advert, we see a child going to a chemist shop to buy some medicine. The clever shopkeeper gives him an expired medicine. The boy outsmarts the shopkeeper when he gives him base coins which are no longer in circulation. It is a slap at the face of the cunning shopkeeper. This advertisement have a loud message to all the customers that they should be aware of their rights. They should awaken about the quietly. They should awaken about the quality, genuineness, and the expiry of the products on which they are spending their hard-earned money. I think there is no scope for any suggestion for improvement, as it is a nicely and judicially prepared advertisement. Yes, advertisements are useful both for the manufacturers and the buyers. The manufacturers have to promote their product, and advertisement is one of the best means to do so. The buyers get a lot of information about the products. They can make a comparative study of various products and benefit by them. Moreover, advertisements add color to our life. These days, various products are being advertised on TV, radio, in the newspaper, on social media. Frequently of the products which is very high are soft drinks, softs, electronic products, potato chips, chocolates, undergarments, shampoos, toothpaste and mobile phones. Which mode of communication is better? TV, radio or newspaper? Yes, TV is the best mode of communication. Most of the adverts appear on the TV because it is an audio visual means of information. Newspaper come at number 2. Radio and FM radio also have their popularity, but not to a great extent. Yes, according to me, there should be a regularity body to have a check on the advertisements. Usually the manufacturers try to befool the innocent people.